Maurizo, there's an emergency.
Huh? What is it, Ambra? I'm still working here.
There was a small girl that was left in front of our front door. Do you know something about this? I asked her who sent her here, and she said you did.
Oh, yeah. That's my nephew, Savina.
Huh? Your niece?
Yeah, she's my sister's daughter. She's 3 years old.
What? Your sister had children?
Huh? You didn't know? She went on a business trip abroad one time and met a Japanese man there. She had a child with him, but since the man was already married, she's raising the child on her own. My sister is one of those unmarried mothers, you see.
What? This is my first time hearing this.
Huh? Didn't I tell you about it before?
No, I don't think you did. Because surely I would have remembered something like that. Besides, she lives so far away, our wedding half a year ago was the first and last time I've ever seen her. I don't even know her contact information.
I see. Sorry, I thought that I already told you. My bad.
Why are you saying that like this isn't a big deal? So why has her child been deposited at our front door like this then?
She hasn't been deposited. I got her from my sister and I left her there at the front door. You say that like I did something wrong.
Huh? Well, you kind of did do something wrong. You just left a child at our front door without even telling me about it in advance. Hold on. Don't tell me you intend on making me take care of her, do you?
Sorry, I must have forgotten to tell you about it. I could have sworn I did, though. And actually, I did intend on asking you to take care of her for me. My sister's going to be going on a vacation abroad for a month starting today. She says she wants you to take care of her child.
1 month? She can't just leave me with her child because she wants to go on vacation? That's not very responsible parenting. You know that I have work as well, right?
That's why I asked you to take care of her in the first place?
Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you want me to take care of a child because I had work?
You now work from home since there were some new reforms at your company recently, right? If you're at home all day, that means you can take care of a child.
What? Are you thinking straight right now? Even if I'm at home all day, I still have to do just as much work as I did when I went to the office. I'm actually quite busy, you know?
I mean, it's not like anyone's supervising you. So you could just not do your work for a bit and see to the child now and then, right? That should be really easy for you.
What are you talking about? What in the world made you think that this was going to be easy for me? There's no way I can just not do any work and take care of this nephew of yours instead.
Stop whining, Ambra. What are you gonna do? Just ignore her and let her starve? Anyways, what is Savina doing right now? I assume you already let her in her house?
I opened the door thinking it was a delivery, and she just let herself in before I could even react. She got on the sofa and fell asleep immediately. I'm using this opportunity to contact you like this right now.
You see? If you've got time to contact me like this, then you've also got time to be doing your work instead.
But that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm currently very busy with work, and I can't just leave the computer every now and then to check on this child.
Come on, Ambra. Just tell the people at your company that you have to go to the bathroom or something. They won't know, right? Oh, by the way, my sister gave me a memo containing basic information about Savina. It says she has no allergies, so you can let her eat anything she wants.
But I haven't agreed to take care of her yet.
So you're just gonna kick her out of the house or something? Come on, Ambra, don't be so selfish. She's just 3 years old after all. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You see, I'm going on a business trip from today.
What? You're going to be gone for a month as well? And you're the one who thinks I'm being selfish?
Yeah. All I'm doing is asking you for a little favor, and you're making such a big deal out of it. Just say you don't want to because it's too much of a hassle if that's what you're thinking.
It's not that I'm too lazy, but I literally don't have the time to take care of a 3-year-old child and do work as well. There are only 24 hours in a day, you know.
Jesus, Ambra, stop whining. There are people who have it harder than you know. Single mothers, including my sister, have to do this all the time. They'd probably laugh if they could hear from you right now. To tell you the truth, you weren't even my sister's first option. She wanted to get our mom to take care of her, but apparently she's really busy this month, so she couldn't. That's why we're counting on you instead, Ambra. Just do your duty as the wife, all right? And don't bother Mom with this, all right?
Are you being serious right now? You're telling me to take care of a 3-year-old on my own? I don't care if single moms do this stuff all the time. They have my respect, but I just can't. I don't even have any experience raising children.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll do fine, Ambra. I know it might seem difficult, but you just have to get used to it.
Don't say that like it's so easy. It's not you who's going to be taking care of her, but me.
Well, now you're just being selfish. All right, I'll leave the rest to you then.
Jesus, what are all of you thinking? Both you and your sister aren't in your right minds. Maurizo? It's been 2 weeks since you just left me with this niece of yours, but don't you think that you could have checked on me by text at least once? Seriously, not only do you suddenly leave me with your niece, but you don't even text me after that? Isn't that a bit too selfish? I told my company about what happened, and they let me have a bit more free time from work, but business is really busy right now, and I can't just continue ignoring my work like this. I'm already busy enough as it is taking care of Savina. I'm not even sleeping properly anymore. I'm at my limit, Maurizo. I wonder if your mother can't come and help me? I know that she has to get on a plane to come here, but my parents have already passed away, so I can't exactly rely on them. Maurizo! I can see that you're not even reading these texts. Just what the hell is going on with you? Ambra! I heard that you were hospitalized. Are you all right? Can you even text? I thought that you couldn't answer the phone while you were in the hospital room, which is why I decided to text you without even thinking. Long time no see, mother-in-law. It's all right, I can text just fine. Ambra! Where did you hear I got hospitalized from? You entered my phone number as the emergency contact number at your company, right? You put mine instead of Maurizo's since you knew that he was often busy and wouldn't be able to answer the phone, right? I think you told me yourself before that you would put my phone number as the emergency contact number. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I heard that you collapsed from overwork. What in the world happened? You see, I was made to take care of a 3-year-old on top of having to work from home. A 3-year-old? Like a child of a relative or a friend? No, your granddaughter, apparently. She's your daughter's child. What? I heard from Maurizo that you were really busy this month, but I can't do this on my own anymore. Would you please take care of your daughter's child for me? Maurizo says that since I work from home now, I can easily take care of a child while doing work since no one will notice if I leave the computer. But that's not how it works. I tried to tell him, but he wouldn't listen to me. It doesn't matter whether I'm working from home, I still have to do just as much work as before. I don't even have any experience raising a child, and yet I was suddenly made to take care of a 3-year-old for 1 month, and an active one at that. I can't both work and raise a child at the same time, at least not now. I know your daughter does exactly that all the time, but I'm afraid I can't do the same. I mean, the fact that I was hospitalized due to overwork is proof of that. I've already reached my limit, mother-in-law. What? Hold on, Ambra. What do you mean my daughter both works and takes care of a child all the time? But my daughter is still single and has no children. What? Just where did you get that information from? Marizo told me that his sister met a Japanese man while abroad on a business trip and had a child with him. But this man was already married, so she's raising the child on her own as an unmarried mother. First of all, that's impossible. It's true that my daughter went on a business trip abroad once, but ever since she returned 1 year ago, she's been living with me at our old house. And I think I would have known if she was pregnant during that time. Not to mention that this child of yours is 3 years old, while I'm pretty sure my daughter was in the country the whole time around the period she supposedly got pregnant with a Japanese man abroad. I'm afraid I don't have any grandchildren. Really? Then who's this child I've been taking care of for the past month? I don't know, but Marizo lied to you and hid the true identity of that child. Oh, speaking of which, who's taking care of the child now? If you're currently at the hospital, then you must have handed her over to someone else, right? Oh, yeah. My colleague and her husband are taking care of her right now. I see. All right, I'm going to come meet you right now. I know that you can't contact Marizo since I tried calling him as well, but he wouldn't answer. If there's no other relative you can rely on, then I have to come and help you, right? I need to get on a plane, so it will already be dark when I get there, but make sure to get some rest before then. We also need to figure out just who this child Marizo left you with is. Mother-in-law? I know you probably didn't contact me until now since you knew I lived really far away, but you really needed to tell me about this sooner, you know? Marizo told me not to contact you because you were really busy this month. But I agree, I should have told you sooner. Thank you for helping me.
Hey, Ambra. I just got home. Jeez. Sorry I wasn't able to contact you for so long. You see, the fact that I was manually using the office smartphone my company gave me while I was on a business trip is the main reason I couldn't contact you. But I was also just so busy, and I completely forgot to charge this phone the whole time I was here.
Hello, Marizo. I saw those texts you sent to Ambra just now. Please don't contact Ambra anymore. I'm the one you're going to talk to.
Huh? What is it, Mother?
You see, your wife was hospitalized because she collapsed from overwork.
She was hospitalized? Wait, are you with Amber right now? What in the world is happening?
I got a call from Amber's company saying that Amber was hospitalized, since she had my phone number as the emergency contact number. I went to her immediately, and now I'm taking care of her until she recovers.
What? Seriously?
Marizo, you little punk. You knew that Amber was the type of person that didn't like relying on others and tried to do everything on her own, and you used this to your advantage, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mother.
She suddenly lost her parents in an accident when she was still in high school, and since then she was forced to live on her own. This probably has something to do with how she often refuses to ask for help from others and puts too much pressure on herself. But while this would often help her achieve excellence in her studies or work or whatever, this time it was her undoing. Along with having to work, she now had to take care of the 3-year-old you suddenly pushed on her. And a few days earlier, she finally collapsed from overwork.
I had no idea that was happening. So does that mean... Does she know that Savina isn't actually my sister's child?
Yes, I told her. Apparently, you said to her that I was very busy, but you did this so that she wouldn't contact me, right? Because if she had, she would have found out that your sister never actually had any children.
Seriously?
That child, Savina, was it? Is the child that was born between your ex-girlfriend from high school and her husband that she divorced, right?
What? How do you even know that?
Because Savina looks exactly like your ex-girlfriend. I used the information network made between the parents at your high school and contacted your ex-girlfriend's mother. She told me everything about it. She even came to take Savina off of Ambra's hands. Savina's now being taken care of at your ex-girlfriend's parents' house.
Really?
Let's get back on topic, shall we? You got back together with this ex-girlfriend of yours from high school, didn't you, Marizo? Which means that you betrayed Ambra and cheated on her.
Yeah, but...
Not only that, but you used your 1-month business trip as cover to go on vacation with your ex-girlfriend. Not only that, but you made Ambra take care of her child so that you two could go on vacation, telling her that it was your sister's child. Honestly, I'm ashamed of myself for having raised such a son, as much as I'm sorry for what Ambra had to go through.
Mother, I know that you're mad, but you're going to side with me, right? I mean, it's only natural for the mother to side with her son, don't you think?
What in the world gave you that idea? Obviously I'm siding with Ambra. Why would I side with a man who not only cheated on his wife, but also tricked her into taking care of the other woman's child? You being my son makes it hurt even more.
Why? Don't you love your own son?
Not anymore, I don't.
But...
Clearly I've failed at raising children. That was my responsibility, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to do a better job with you. But I'm going to make up for it by punishing you with my own hands.
Huh? What do you mean, punish me?
Where are you right now, Marizo?
At our house? Why'd you ask?
Just stay put there for a little bit longer, okay? You'll only make it worse if you try to flee.
Huh? Hold on. Just what do you plan on doing to me? What exactly should I be fleeing from? Mother. I was forcefully dragged into a black van by a bunch of muscular men.
Oh, so they're letting you text? Wow, so I guess they're a lot kinder than I thought they were.
Yeah, they let me use my phone when I said that there was something I wanted to ask you. Just who are these people exactly? And why do they seem to know you?
You know the Iwanami Construction Group, right?
What? Isn't that the place where degenerates are sent to be reborn into upstanding citizens? My sister used to work there as one of the managers, right?
Yes, they're going to make you do hard labor as a way to repent for your sins. You already know that your sister used to work there and that the current CEO is a friend of hers, right? I asked her for a small favor, and now they're going to... Well, you know what they're going to do.
Huh? What exactly are they going to do to me?
You'll find out soon enough. Until you're reborn into an upstanding citizen, I won't let you step foot in our house.
No! Not the Iwanami Construction Group!
It seems it was perfect timing when I called in the Iwanami Construction Group to pick up my son, because he got fired from his previous job. Apparently, he's taken his ex-girlfriend with him on business trips multiple times already, and he was fired for it when the company found out. Ambra was able to leave the hospital in about a week. She divorced Marizo and at the same time made both him and his ex-girlfriend pay her an alimony. It seems that it was a bit more expensive than the regular rate, since not only did Marizo cheat on her, but he also made her take care of this other woman's child, causing her to ultimately be hospitalized from overwork. Marizo's ex-girlfriend didn't have the money to pay the alimony, so she was sent back to her parents' house. Her parents paid the alimony for her, and she now works day and night trying to pay back the debt she owed her parents. My son, on the other hand, was sent to the Iwanami Construction Group like previously mentioned. He's going to be paying the alimony he owes Ambra bit by bit from the salary he earns there. The Iwanami Construction Group is famous for being able to turn degenerates into upstanding citizens, no matter how rotten they are. So I only hope that I will one day be able to proudly welcome my son home again. Hey, brother. Our mother just came to our house saying that she was kicked out of her house by you and your wife. She came to me for help. Just what do you think you're doing?
Oh, hello, Matea. It's been a while since we last talked. But you don't even greet me and immediately just start giving me compliments?
It is not the time for greetings. We need to get straight to the point here. I'm asking you, what the hell do you think you're doing kicking Mom out of her own home? Mom is the owner of that house, right? Not you.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the owner of this house, not Mom. I'm the supporter of this family, so I can decide who lives here and who doesn't. And I decided that my wife could live with me, but not my mom.
What are you talking about? That house used to be Mom's parents' house, so it's only natural for her to continue living there. I don't care if you're the supporter of the family or whatever.
I'm the pillar of this house. I inherited this house from our father who passed away. And Mother is just a parasite that doesn't even have a job.
Huh? What in the world gave you that idea? That house has belonged to Mom ever since her parents passed away, not Dad, and certainly not you. Besides, what are you talking about when you say Mom's unemployed?
I mean, she quit her job when she was 46 because she was feeling ill, right? She's been a housewife ever since and never got another job. I mean, she says she does actually have a job, but she just stays in her room whenever she's not doing housework. Apparently, it's still a few years until she's able to receive her pension, but it looks like she has no intention of working, which means that she has zero income. I.e., she's unemployed. That means that she can't get by without relying on my salary, right? My wife is saying that she doesn't want to be bullied by my mom anymore as well, which means I have no choice but to kick her out.
Still, what are you thinking, suddenly kicking her out without even letting her prepare first? All she has was her phone and wallet when she got here. A lot of her stuff is still in that house, right?
If that's what you're worried about, then don't worry. Because we're going to be throwing her stuff away the next garbage day. Her stuff is just going to take up space here.
What? You can't just throw away Mom's stuff.
But actually, I can since I'm the supporter of his family. You see, I'm planning on making Mom's room my hobby room. I'm going to immediately throw away anything that I think is a nuisance.
Don't. I'll come and take her stuff.
What?
All you want is for Mom's stuff to be gone from that house, right?
Well, yeah, but...
If that's the case, then I'll come and take her stuff.
Oh, is that so? I guess that's good timing then. I have no intention in providing money for any parasite. So you take care of your mother from now on.
What? You're going to let Mom live with me from now on?
Yeah. If you've got a problem with me kicking her out, then you can take care of her yourself.
I see. So I'm going to be living with Mom from now on, huh?
You see? You scolded me for kicking Mom out, but you yourself don't want to provide for her.
Yay! I get to live with Mom now.
Huh? Why do you sound so happy about it? You do realize that you're going to have to provide for her since she's unemployed, right?
Just shut up already, Renato. I can't even bother to explain it to you anymore since you clearly aren't listening to a word I say. I'll gladly let Mom live in my house, but don't come to me later saying that you actually want Mom to live with you, all right?
Why would I say that? Who would want to provide for a parasite?
Nice. So I have your promise then. I'm not going to take it back no matter what, all right? Oh, I'll come and get Mom's stuff this afternoon, so don't mess with it, all right?
This is not how I thought you'd react, but okay. It's not my problem. Besides, why do you sound so sure that I'm going to go and ask Mom to return later on anyway? What? You think I'm going to get lonely or something? Get real. Wow. So you seriously did take all of Mom's stuff with you?
What are you talking about? You're the one who kicked her out, aren't you?
Matea? Are you in your right mind?
Huh? What do you mean by that? Of course I'm in my right mind.
I mean, you're a housewife just like your mother, right? Besides, you've got a husband, right? Did you ever get your husband's permission to let Mom live with you guys?
Yeah, I told him about the situation. He was furious when he heard what you did to our mother, and he agreed instantly.
Oh, is that so? Tell this husband of yours it's none of his business.
Oh, and by the way, I'm not a housewife. I'm still working just like I did before getting married.
What? Really? Well, never mind then. We're just happy that there's one less mouth to feed now that Mom is gone.
I'm going to ask you this again, but are you sure you're not going to say you want Mom to come back later on?
Huh? I already told you I'm not. You're the one that should be making promises not to give me back Mom later on. Don't say later on that you actually don't want her at your house because supporting her is too expensive, all right?
Of course I won't say that. There are only good things that will come if we let Mom live with us.
Huh? What do you mean only good things? You'll have to pay for her expenses because she's unemployed, you know?
I think times are going to get tough for you two now that Mom is gone, but do your best with that unemployed wife of yours, all right? Because I know that you barely make any money and Mom's salary was the main source of income in that house.
Huh? But I already told you Mom doesn't have a job. Don't tell me you actually believed her when she said she worked from home or something, did you? Don't be fooled by her, Matea. She's just playing some sort of video game on her computer. Seriously, I'm worried about you, Matea. You're not thinking straight. Matea? I just wanted to check in. Supporting Mom is more expensive than you thought it was going to be, huh?
Not really, actually. It's the other way around, really. She's the one who's been helping us a lot.
What?
Until now, my husband and I split the housework between us, but now Mom's here to help us as well. Thanks to her, I can spend more time on work. She's been a real help.
Yeah, but even if she does the housework, she's just a money-eating parasite, right?
Seriously? You're still saying that?
What's your problem? All I'm doing is telling you the truth.
Mom isn't unemployed, you know.
Huh? I already told you she's just lying when she says she has a job, Matea.
No, she's not lying. And she doesn't play video games on her computer all day either. She just works from home like me. Mom's been using her expertise to help me with my work for 5 years now.
Huh? What do you mean, Mom's expertise? What do you mean she's helping you with your work?
Sorry, but I'm actually very busy right now doing said work. So bye.
Wait, hold on. Mom seriously had a job? Hey, Matea? About this expertise of Mom's that you told me about last time? Did you mean that she was an expert on housework or something? And by her job, did you mean that you paid her to do housework and now you're hiring her as your maid?
Did you forget that Mom used to work at a movie production company? My job is video editing, so she's using her experience at her time working at the movie production company to help me.
Oh, so that's what you meant. Now that you mention it, I guess Mom did used to do something like that when we were kids.
Besides, there's no way I'd treat my own mom like a maid. I hope I'm wrong, but don't tell me that ever since you and your wife moved into Mom's house when Dad died 1 year ago. You've been treating Mom like a maid and making her do all the housework, have you?
Huh? I would never do such a thing.
Maybe you would never do such a thing, but what about your wife?
You see, my wife is actually a very busy person, so she doesn't have time to do the housework.
Seriously? But isn't she unemployed? Tell me, what in the world is she busy with?
My wife is a professional influencer on social media, and she says that it's very difficult work.
I see. A professional influencer, huh? It's no use lying to me, Renato. Mom already told me everything. Anyways, I'm still working, so bye.
Matea! I can't take this anymore. This is terrible. I know I promised I wouldn't ask you. But please give me Mom back. I'll come and pick her up today.
Huh? You can't just break your promises, Renato. Didn't you say yourself that you didn't want a money-eating parasite to have to provide for?
I was wrong. Let's just pretend that promise never happened. It doesn't count because if I had known Mom had an income, I never would have kicked her out. This is you and Mom's fault for not explaining it to us sooner. That promise was unfair since you knew that I was at a disadvantage. It just doesn't count anymore, so give her back.
But Mom said that she actually did explain to you that she had a job. And I myself recall explaining it to you several times, but you never seemed to understand what I was saying.
It's not that I didn't understand, I just thought that she was lying. Come on, Matea. I didn't know working from home was a thing people did now.
Yeah, she said that you just laughed it off and called her a liar, saying that you've never seen her do work. I heard that even before you kicked her out with only her wallet and phone, you would often call her a money-eating parasite.
I mean, she really didn't look like she was doing any work.
That's what you get for being so stubborn and unwilling to accept new ideas, Renato. You deserve everything that's happening to you. Apparently, it's been really rough for Mom ever since you and your wife barged into her home, moving in before Mom could even object.
What?
Yeah, she said that your wife literally never did any housework, and she would often bully Mom into doing what she said. Apparently, she was constantly sleep-deprived for a time because she tried to do both her job and the housework.
Well, that's... I heard from my wife that she did all the housework and Mom just stayed in her room and did nothing all day.
She does work when she's in her room. Your wife is the one that does nothing all day. Your wife probably got used to that lifestyle, right? Tell me, what's the situation inside the house right now?
That's what I was trying to tell you. Ever since Mom left the house, it's been a literal dumpster. Whenever I take a step, I stir up a cloud of dust. And the floor is so covered in garbage that you can't even see it anymore. My wife never does the laundry as well, so we've been wearing the same clothes over and over. Not only that, but the only thing in our refrigerator is beer. And all we eat is either fast food or we order takeout or lunch boxes from the convenience store.
Oh, is that so?
Please, Matea. I know you can't see me, but I'm bowing to you on my knees right now while crying.
Why the hell would that matter to me?
It's fine if she doesn't live with us anymore, but at least let her come by and clean the house once in a while. I don't know, maybe 4 times a week or something? I'm not breaking my promise and she's not going to be living with us, right? Let's make a compromise.
Yeah, except you never had the right to ask for Mom to come back in the first place, so it is not a compromise. Besides, if Mom goes to and from our houses 4 times a week, she's going to collapse from overwork. It's also very expensive to get from your house to mine.
What? Come on, you're over-exaggerating. It only takes 30 minutes by car or train to get to and from our houses.
What? Didn't I tell you already? The 3 of us moved recently. We now live halfway across the country, and we would need a 2-hour plane ride to get from our house to yours.
Huh? You moved?
Yeah. I remember I told you when we were visiting Dad's grave. I said that we were going to be moving to Sicily soon since my husband was relocated at his job. Jesus, Renato, I guess you really just have 0 listening skills.
Sicily? Where in Sicily?
I won't tell you.
Why not?
Because if I tell you, you might cause us problems.
Huh? I'm your brother. You can't talk to me like that. What do you mean I'll cause problems for you anyway?
Don't you realize that you're causing us problems right now by texting us? Oh, and I don't know, maybe you'd suddenly show up at our house one day and try to take Mom with you or something.
I would never do anything of the sort. I'm your older brother, Matea. Please! Tell me where you guys live, now!
I'll consider telling you once you two get your shit together and you're no longer begging Mom to come back. Oh, and by the way, Mom says that...
Oh, so she's willing to come to our house to do the housework after all?
No, she said that she sold the house, so you two need to move out by the end of this month.
What did you just say? But I inherited this house when Dad died. She can't just sell it.
I already told you several times that that's not your house, you dumbass. That house used to belong to Mom's parents, and Mom inherited it when they passed away. Which means that she's the owner of that house, not you.
But I'm the pillar of this family. I get to decide everything that happens in this house.
Just shut up already. I don't care if you're the fucking pillar of the family. Mom is the one who owns that house. I don't need to tell you this, but Mom was also the one who paid for the land tax all this time.
Tax? You have to pay tax if you own a house?
Yes. Mom can sell that house whenever she wants to. She says that she wants you two to go clean the house before you leave, since the new owners are going to be moving in soon.
What? You're telling me we need to clean this place up? But this place is a dumpster!
If you don't want to clean it yourselves, then hire a house cleaning service, but you're going to have to pay for that yourself, because we certainly aren't.
What? Seriously? How much does a house cleaning service cost?
Look it up yourself. Although judging by how dirty you say the house is, then it's definitely not going to be cheap. Well then, goodbye.
Hey, wait! You're not going to at least help us clean this place?
No thanks. Why would I want to do that? Bye! They had 1 month to leave Mom's house when me and Renato had our last conversation. Renato doesn't earn a lot of money and his wife is unemployed, so they decided to not hire a house cleaning service and just do it themselves. Somehow, they managed to clean the place up as Renato managed to get his wife to help, even though she refused at first. To be honest, I was a bit proud of them, since it seemed that all they needed was a motive, then they would actually do the work. But since they were so busy cleaning up, they forgot to do the laundry. And the uniform Renato wore to work started to seriously stink. Not only that, but Renato was also frequently late or absent to work. And when he made a serious mistake at his job, his company finally had enough of him and fired him. Also, apparently they only realized that they hadn't planned on where to go after they left Mom's house on the day they had to leave. Panicking, the two of them went to the job hunting center and managed to find a job that came with housing. However, this new job of theirs paid worse than Renato's last job. And it was also the kind of place where unpaid overtime was seen as natural. Unable to gather their wits and think up a plan to improve their lives, Renato and his wife slowly spiraled into a life as miserable as one could imagine.